Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Tech Tuesdays. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about BranchCache. If you didn't already know, it's a block level native Microsoft peer-to-peer solution. It's pretty cool. There are two versions of it, version 1 for Windows 7 content and version 2 for your shiny Windows 10 content. And it can also help push network traffic away from the center of the network onto the perimeter of your network and keep your network team very happy. In this episode, I'm going to assume that you already have BranchCache set up. I will be showing a quick troubleshooting tip, but I really want to get into the heart of the demo. So today I want to show you a really cool tool that you can use to take content that's already on your drive and inject it into your BranchCache cache. A real-world scenario would be taking content that's in your CCM cache and putting it in your BranchCache cache, or taking content from another cache, such as a third-party peer-to-peer solution, and putting it in your BranchCache cache if you wanted to BranchCache it also. The script uses the BranchCache tool. I have a link to the script as well as the BranchCache tool in the video description. Aside from just putting the content into your BranchCache cache, the script can do things like delete the source content once it's already injected into your cache. It can include subfolders with a recurse switch. It can also generate version 1 content for you if you wanted to run BranchCache in a mixed environment. So if you had an office that had both Windows 7 and Windows 10 devices on that network, then you could have version 1 content for your Windows 7 devices. The thing that you should know about that, if you're going to generate version 1 content, is that it will take double the disk space. It can also show you a progress bar. So if you're running this in a task sequence, you can see the progress of the injection happening. The script can be run standalone, or you can run it as part of a task sequence as well. Again, the links that you need to be running this are included in the video description. So we're going to get started with the demo. Like I said, I already assume that you have BranchCache working in your environment, but sometimes you think you have stuff working and you find out it isn't actually going exactly as planned. So what I want to do is go ahead and try and start the BranchCache service. You'll see that it doesn't start. It has an error. You can check in the event log and you'll see things like maybe it's blocked because there's a policy, or perhaps access denied. And typically access denied means that you've set the wrong port for BranchCache. So the first thing that I want to do is just reset BranchCache. And then I'm going to enable BranchCache on the clients. But since I'm running a script, I want to set my execution policy. And then I'll go ahead and run the script. And everything's good. Moving on to the BranchCache script. It's actually super simple. All you need to do is grab the server secret. The server secret is stored in the registry, and I have a link to how you find that server secret in the video description. The other thing that you want to do is set a path. So again, I'm doing the CCM cache. So everything that already exists in the CCM cache, I'm going to go ahead and put in the BranchCache cache. Really quick, I want to show you where the BranchCache cache lives. So it is in Windows, Service Profiles, Network Service, App Data, Local. You'll have two folders of interest, the PeerDist pub, which stores the hashes, as well as the PeerDist repub, which actually stores the database and the content. The database is here in this .pds, and the content is buried here in store. So as you start putting more content in here, then you may have to dig into subfolders to get to the actual content. It's not actually anything that you can open up and read. Like you could drill into your CCM cache and see an executable or an MSI or other content. Here it's stored a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and run my script. And it succeeded. I didn't generate version 1 content. I did generate version 2 content, and you can see exactly how much of version 2 content I generated. I can go back into my PeerDist repub folder, and I see a lot more in here, as well as timestamps. Today is April 2nd of 2019. So as you can see, everything is updated here. If I drill into store, I actually have a subfolder here, like I was talking about before, because I put content into the BranchCache cache. Moving on to the server side of things, We do have a CI that you can download and import. So there's a BranchCache CI. I have a link to that in the video description, and then you can create a configuration baseline. I have mine disabled in my environment simply because it's a lab environment, and I like to show troubleshooting BranchCache quite frequently, so I don't always want it up and running on every single device because that would make for some not very fun demos. So anyway, once you import the configuration item, you just create your own configuration baseline, and then you're good to go. Moving back to the script, it can be used in a task sequence. And it's actually pretty simple to use. You would just set a task sequence variable for your server secret. And again, the server secret is stored in the registry. You could also grab it with PowerShell. You need the server secret because clients can't actually decrypt their own content. They download the server secret as part of the hash. They use it to decrypt the content, and then they discard it in the end. You would then run a PowerShell script, the script that I'm talking about, which just sets you up to inject the BranchCache, to inject the content into your BranchCache cache. And then here's the shiny content that I'm using, and I just have a dummy command line that runs. It's a simple run command line, and I'm downloading this package. Pretty cool, I think. So if you have any interest in this, go ahead and download the tools that you need and follow us on Twitter, 2pint Software, or follow me, Amy Arwoodmark. Except for my Twitter handle is @Arwoodmark. Kind of been a long day, sort of towards the end. Got to pick up my kid soon. Done like 50 takes of this, so getting kind of tired of talking to you guys. And that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Thank you, and goodbye.